Hey everybody, it's Jepse. We have another build for today. Again, definitely by Canon Keys here. And I really like how they added that it's verified and checked by a Canon Keys member. It just goes to show how much they really care for their products and what they send out to make sure that it's all neat, especially during this time when this board was bought. It was towards the end of 2022, towards like Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and they had a lot of sales. So seeing that they kind of go through a pretty big quality check is a really reassuring thing for most buyers. Today we're going to be looking at the Rect 1800, and here comes all the components within the case. It comes default with the FR4 plate, and today we're using the soldered version of the PCB. I've come to be fond of soldering boards and just kind of making that permanent build of whatever switch that we use. I mean, not only is it cheaper, but it's a skill that I kind of grew to love. So the Rect 1800 is an 1800 layout, of course. It's very similar to like a 96% or like a compact full size, I guess, if you will. But today we're going to be throwing on a full set of stabs here, which came with the board. For some reason, the black wire was only for the spacebar, and the other two U's were silver. Not sure if that was a thing that Canon Keys did on purpose, or just some sort of quality control check when it came to differentiating between 2 U's and 625 or 7 wires. We're going to be looping these as always with 205 in the housings and stems. And we're actually going to be using some XHT BDZ from our good friends at Keeps, who sent that over in one of our previous packages. I really do enjoy unboxing Canon Keys boards, and I really do enjoy everything that kind of comes with it. As a bare bones kit, you know, for like a little over $200, because this was on sale. It's really nice just having everything, and these are actually PCB clip-ins. These are not screw-ins, so there's very little hardware that comes with this board and this kit. Not sure if the other boards are like this, like the Brutalist series or the other ones. I actually do have an obliterated 75 as well, which I'll do a video on in a short while. However, having less hardware not only minimizes the amount of error that could possibly go wrong, but it's a lot less things to keep track of, right? Today we're going to be using these Mauve Switches, also from Canon Keys. This actually whole build is from Canon Keys, just to make it easy, because it came with the bundle. So I do want to take the time and talk to you all about this board in particular, because the biggest lesson that I've learned from building this is to always double check what you're building. Of course, we went through the formalities of what this board brings, what we're going to be building it with today. But the main thing that I want to talk about is the attention to detail is super important. Up to this point, I thought I had everything all set and dandy. Everything was soldered, all the stabilizers were lubed and tuned perfectly. I went on and put the 4 rubber feet to mitigate any scratches. However, I had painfully mistaken this board to be like a gasket mount. And this is going to be the soldered version, so I would take precautions in soldering. Although it takes a little bit of finicking with the wire and the iron, I do enjoy this process quite a bit. We will definitely make mistakes when building boards, and I wanted to showcase my mistakes, that I don't always build things right the first time, and to just be fully transparent. I did no harm to the board by not screwing it into top mount. The only thing that I did was make it sound not as good, though we've resolved the issue. and the board turned out really great. And here is where I make the most fatal mistake. There are no installed gaskets, it's top mount. What top mount is, PCB, the plate, gets screwed into the top part of the casing, and then therefore gets screwed in together by these 8 screws at the bottom. So attention to detail is super important, because I do realize a little bit too late after I put on the keycaps that I was wrong. As you can tell from these keycaps, these are the PBT November Fog, a super sought out set that goes out of stock very quickly, and you'll see why. With that amount of flex, I immediately knew a top mount board. So to take everything off, I had to open it up, and remember that I had to screw the plate and the PCB back into the top side. So again, big mistake on my part, but hey, look, the client also wanted to be kind of thocky, so I kind of just put in a 1.5-ish layers of tape, just so it's a win-win. I was able to open it up and also fix my mistake. So there you go, here's a sound test of the Rect 1800. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to make videos all throughout 2022 and 2023. I'm going to do my absolute best to keep it going. So thank you for joining on this journey with me. If you have any questions, comment down below. Please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.